What we know about what's happening in the workplace right now is that the world has shifted. Across the board, there is almost no question that the great boss factor is the single most influential factor in the degree to which employees join, stay, care, and try. If we're going to boss better, we have to think about our roles differently. The best bosses recognize that their #1 job is to create the conditions for people to thrive. That's the gig. I gotta wake up in the morning and say, my job is to go to work and figure out what these people need to be at their best every day and fight like mad to give it to them. Participating in any kind of professional leadership development is always a good idea. And just really dialing into what are the conditions at work that lead people to want to be there and give it all they've got.
An extremely dynamic speaker, very engaging, and like you couldn't take your eyes off of him.
I've been in meetings where it's been so boring. There was none of that in this case.
Do you have a scorekeeper on your team? That person who is just so darn busy, and they tell you about it all the time, which is absurd when you think about it, right? Because if they're so darn busy, how do they have the time to keep track of what everybody else is doing? Let the spirit move you, sister. Give me another example of team drama. Rumors. Somebody over here, give me an example. Still gossip. They're having a hard time moving past it. Every person in here knows that there are dozens of things that we have to get right as a leader for anybody who reports to us to call us a great boss. But it turns out the 3 things that might be the most important are often the most neglected: trust, coaching, and advocacy. Now, I've spent the better part of the past year and a half analyzing more than 200 research studies and articles and pouring through decades of hiring and quitting and jobs data to get crystal clear on what the conditions are that lead people to join, stay, care, and try. And I can tell you with conviction that commitment and retention appear in an organization when employees are in their ideal job doing meaningful work for a great boss. Never forget that you have been given a gift, an awesome responsibility of influence over people's lives. And know that if you pour the things we've talked about today into your people, not only are they going to say, man, I've got a great boss, they're going to come to work and do great work.